My name's Vito,
And I'm Riyadh.
and today we'll be explaining about our TAS project this term.
In TAS this term, we've been learning about algorithms and how to implement algorithms into a video game. We have created a platform game, which we've had to create one character for, a playable character, which can be moved with the keys.
Hi, I'm Jada, and in TAS we've been learning about algorithms. So in this project we've been making our own video games using coding and making algorithms.
Hi, my name's Eva.
And I'm Eric. So we have to do a lot of coding and learning about algorithms and how to make our game something like a video
An
game.
actual game?
Yes.
So-
So we've used GDevelop 5 as our tool this term.
We use an app called GDevelop, and it's got multiple algorithms that are used and multiple options to create your game. And in GDevelop is a animating software called Piskel, where you animate your objects and make it walk, different animations for walking and different animations for jumping. So it doesn't really have to have any storyline or anything, and you can create your own storyline, and it just has to have algorithms, certain algorithms that, for instance, make the player move forward and backwards, and obstacles that the player has to overcome, and scores and
Etc. Yeah. I definitely had challenges. This didn't come at ease to me at first. So a lot of challenges that I faced was making my player move, making obstacles, making the score correct. So I overcame these challenges by asking the teachers, getting help from my peers. I know Riyadh helped me with some parts, and also watching some videos and just investigating, playing around with GDevelop just to see what I can do. How it works, and the videos definitely helped.
For my game, the most complex part of it was making one of my platforms move. So in my view, I can see there are two black boxes, which I've called point 1 and point 2. And then there's a little platform in the middle here, which then is colliding with point 1. I've set an algorithm so that if that platform is colliding with point 1, it'll then have a force be put onto it and then move to collide with point 2. Then when it collides with point 2, it'll then move back to point 1, effectively repeating that process over and over again, allowing the character to jump on the platform.
Hi, my name's Claudia, and one of the most complex components I have in my game are the moving characters and moving platforms. And it's in the beginning when we were starting to learn algorithms in TAS, it was extremely difficult for most of us to wrap our heads around it, since this is a really new exploration of a new topic, and so loads of us were like, oh, this is really confusing. And so the way we overcome this is by going over to teachers and asking for help, as well as the directional videos that were posted onto the Google Classroom.
Yeah, so with GDevelop, it actually makes our game. So with that, we can make, okay, this is our character. We're going to make it move using the events and using algorithms. We can get scores and moving platforms.
We know what to do based off the digital technologies Google site that the teachers have made, so we are able to see what's needed to be done by when, and we show our progress through footprint.
To create the game, it's not really easy. It's quite difficult, and you have to have a lot of events. So this event right here, left key is pressed, flip horizontally player. That means that when you're moving left, the player looks like it's going left and is not just like standing still and moving by its own accord.
I made it so that some noises play on the start screen. Then if I click the start button, if I can find my mouse, click on it, and then if I use the right key to go back, then if I click the left key, it goes there. And then if I, for example, I come in touch with this fire, my health bar, something I had to make, goes down by 90%, and it reduces the score. Then if I jump over, then I've also got a moving platform. I work this by having a left and right arrow that they collide, and then it pulls them towards.
Some parts like making moving platforms and making the scores be complicated, as include a lot of coding and algorithms to make. So I overcame this by like talking to teachers and following the videos that were provided, and it helped me understand more. And by doing this, I learned how to make the score more better, and I understood more about algorithms and coding.
The thing that was complicated was finding out the correct algorithms to put for our like moving platforms, how to make our rewards give us a score, how to do a health bar. Those type of things I found difficult for myself. So I watched the videos that the teachers provided us with, and I attended the masterclasses to overcome those learning pits.
Something challenging for me was making the health bar. It's still a work in progress, as you can see there. But I was able to overcome that because Mr. McGann was able to demonstrate how to do it through a workshop. So I attended that and was able to help myself.
When trying to do my health bar, I first decided to just put a bar up and it would get smaller as the game went on. But I figured that wouldn't really work because it just made the image smaller and not actually disappear. So we were provided with many links on our docs that our teacher provided us. So we can click on those links and it will bring us to a YouTube tutorial that will show us exactly the steps that we must take to implement that feature.
The problem that I had was that the algorithms weren't working at first. So I needed to look more closely into what I was doing, find out the actual problem, and then go back to that and see what can I do to overcome that.
Something that wasn't working for me was my coin and score. It took me about 2 hours to try and figure out how to fix it, so whenever a megaphone was collected, it would make up to the score area and actually add on to a total. And I overcame that by watching a lot of YouTube videos that the teachers provided and finally got it working. So, yeah.